at first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
Hey, welcome black to In Black America Radio. With your host, Rasta B. It's December 9th. You know what I'm saying? And today we're going to be talking about the Walter Scott hung jury. And we're going to be talking about a new game plan in this new America. Because the way I look at it is white people, black people, really nobody knows how this whole system is going to play out with Donald Trump president, with the picks that he's picking. The world has no clue on what's going to happen. So everybody's going to be watching Donald Trump to see what happens. My question is, what are we, black people, going to do? You see what I'm saying? While everybody's watching Trump, wouldn't that be a good time to start to rebuild Black America? Think about that. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. The call-in number is 646-716-4654. And before we do anything, let me bring in Smoke.
Yo.
Smoke, are you there? What up, what up?
Yo, what's good? What's poppin'?
Man, shit, another nice Friday, you know what I'm saying, to start it off.
Yeah, cool, chilly outside, too. It's getting down in the temperatures.
You got a lot
that
of
time
snow
of the
in
year.
Ohio. We
What's
got a
that?
lot of that snow in Ohio. A lot of snow in
man,
Ohio.
Do not want to see no snow.
Yeah,
so what's good, though?
So good. Shit, man, just chilling right now. Had a nice little interesting, a nice breakdown Saturday on the show. You know what I'm saying? Me and the brother called. Yeah, you got to hear that show, man. We was breaking down the whole structure from
dog
A to
that
Z.
day.
You said what? Yeah. But we was breaking down going from point A to Z of business, where you start in from the farmer to the black trucker. You see what I'm saying? All the way to the storefront, to selling it to the people, to bank, putting your money into the bank. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the structure for that black economy. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I like I always say, all the pieces is out there. All we have to do is connect the dots. And that's how we can build up our shit. So the whole purpose is to understand as a people that we got to stop being in competition with ourselves. That's the dirty game that these crackers been playing on us for the longest, where they'll have us fight one another for their amusement. And that's what we do now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, with that structure from A to Z, what happens is you keep him out the picture, you collect most of the money, and that's how you strengthen your situation. So, you know what I'm saying? That was the build off of that, you know what I'm saying? So, that was that build. And then off of that, I'm looking at, I'm gonna leave it like that. So that was the build off of that, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you were sick and shit like that on Friday, so yeah.
Yeah, Saturday.
So,
but that's what's up.
Yeah.
We definitely got to get in the mind frame of building and creation. You know what I'm saying? Creating jobs for ourselves. You know what I mean? Building on our ideas, because we some of them we the most innovative people. You know what I mean? So we just got to be able to get in the mind frame of building on our ideas, building on what we have existing, and make that shit better. Because I mean, you made a good point of all eyes being on the press. Everyone's looking at him because of the uncertainty. You see the uncertainty, with us viewing the market. You know what I mean? With the stocks we have, is like, that deal with the cannabis. That's this uncertainty in the market on what the new cabinet members are going to do. So you're going to see that reflect in the price. But sticking to the point, there's a lot of eyes on what he's going to be doing. And so, like you said, man, it's a good point. It's a good time for us to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? The time is now, pretty much.
Straight up. And take advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, before the show started, I had, I like to get my screens up, you know what I'm saying, with the stories I want to speak on and things of this nature. And it was one I saw, interestingly enough, that's where they were talking about some transgender, talking about they feel like their agenda is what lost the Democratic Party, the election. And if you remember, I've been saying, if Hillary wins, the next thing coming up is all that damn transgender shit. You know what I'm saying? That was the next shit. That was the next shit on the shit. Remember, we were talking about that, Smoke, if you remember, on the pedophile show with the symbols and shit that they have.
Shit. Right.
And remember
that was
the stories you was reading? Well, you can always check it on the YouTube and Black America Radio.
Dig through those archives, because that was a minute. That was a minute ago. That was at least about 6 months ago, at least.
Yeah, I know. It's like close to the top of the year. But it says during that, it was a situation about them in the Congress trying to work on obvious bills and not so obvious bills. Remember, and I was like, huh? What the hell does that mean? You know what I'm saying? So obvious means obviously the bills that deal with them. But why are there transgenders goddamn making bills that deal with us? You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, nah, yo, we don't need no Hillary to win. We need Trump to win this one because we can't. Nah, I don't want to see no transgender shit. Fuck that. We went through enough. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here.
That's real.
I told that to my cousin. When I told him, I said, I was like, yo, this is before the election. I mean, before he had the nomination for the Republican Party and all of that shit. I told my cousin, I was like, I said, yo, Trump gonna win, right? He said, nah, why you think so? I said, yo, ain't nobody trying to see no gay people get no more rights. So he was like, oh, so you're homophobe now? I was like, man, call it what you want to call it, man. Ain't nobody. You can't keep seeing all this weirdo shit go on. That shit was gonna be, nah, you good, nigga? Y'all done fought out the bedroom. Like, the shit started with, why do you care what somebody do in the privacy of their own home? And then it was like, you got a point. You know what I'm saying? You got a point. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do, and, keep that shit to yourself. Then it became, well, we want to be able to express ourselves. And it's like, huh? That's like, all right. And then after a while, you got used to that, and you said, okay, listen, that's just how it is. Then there's, well, we don't want to hide inside the military. We want to be, open in there, too. And it's like, well, no, I'm not in the military. That's the military issue. So we'll just see how they handle that. Then it's, well, we want children and we want to adopt kids. And it's like, what? Wait a minute. You're practicing a lifestyle you can't have kids. But now you want to adopt kids? No. What kind of crazy shit is that? They fought against that shit. Now it's, oh, we want to get married. Cause I was like, God damn, marriage, what is? Y'all can't create your own shit. Why do I have to everything? And then it just kept going on and on. And then once they got married, then you started hearing all these different gay divorces, right? And everybody breaking up. And it's like, whatever. You're used to it. Then what's the next thing coming? Excuse me. No, call me a she. I know I really look like a he, but call me a she. And I want a new bathroom. And it was like, what the fuck? And what is tranny? Don't call me tranny. That's offensive. I'm a transgender. And I was like, what the fuck? Nah, no more, Hillary. Nah, y'all Democrats is going too far with this crazy shit. Fuck out of here. So that's why I knew Trump was going to win. Also, I knew. I said it's too much shit. If Hillary wins, oh, man, you would have motherfuckers marrying horses next. This would have been crazy. Straight
that
up,
would have been the reason why I would think she would win. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just keep that crazy shit going on. But I'm glad. I ain't want to see Hillary in there anyway, man. God. Chill ass out of here.
Crazy, man. But now that we have Trump in office, we have to understand that it's going to be a brand new goddamn America. It's not going to be the same people that we're used to. This is a totally different situation. Now peep game. You know how long black people have been saying this isn't a country? America is a what, Smoke? A company, right?
Right.
How long have you heard that? Right or wrong, right? How long have you heard that? So now that you see a businessman leapfrog over all the politicians and shit, now he sits down in the seat, he putting all these other big money people out here, businessmen in different positions and all kind of shit like that. So now we looking at it like, oh my God, I can't believe he picked him. Look, why would you pick Mad Dog such and such for the goddamn military shit? Because they about to start jacking some fucking country. Straight up. And they got some fucking killers on their side. They got their fucking business hedge fund hawks on their side. They about to start raping shit. You see what I'm saying? And my whole thing is this. Nobody knows what's going to happen. This is the time to fucking just say, yo, go suicidal right now and say, I'm not complacent. I'm going to go out here. I'm checking out these grants. I'm checking out these buildings. I'm setting up shop. I got to get into this business. I got to generate money on my own. That's the only way to take care of my family. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you're fucking with corporate America, you got to fucking produce. So if you're not out here busting your ass for the country and trying and getting you that building, hustling out there in them streets, doing something to generate money, all y'all people out there that's on public assistance, y'all gonna starve. Believe that. Because when I came up in the 80s as a child under Reagan and Daddy Bush, I remember them hard times. But we was on the side of government assistance. You see what I'm saying? We got to get on the side of business because all the people that have business was able to make it in that era. You see what I'm saying? But they always like to tell us about what happened to the poor black people. You see what I'm saying? That's how they fuck with our heads. So it'll be black people with businesses booming and thriving. You know what I'm saying? Their kid is living good in the 80s, and then they're going to look and be like, yeah, the 80s was rough on black people. So they're going to show you all the poor black people. So me being a kid, I'm like, yeah, I remember them times. That's how that shit was. Until I started seeing documentaries on the blacks who had money and had business. They wasn't complaining about no fucking 80s. They was loving the 80s. That's when I was like, oh, you got to get on your hustle with the Republicans. The Democrats want you lazy. They want you hooked on their titty. You know what I'm saying? They want They want you like a polar bear on a fucking tricycle with the hat with the spinning fan on the top. And they just sitting there clapping. Look, they clapping and shit, and you like, oh, they like friends. Racism is over. And it's like, no, dummy, they made you a clown. They made you a clown. You see what I'm saying? That shit crazy. So we got to get our shit together on the real side of the game. But the people out there with the business, with the money, the go-getters, it's our time, yo. Straight up, it's our time. Yeah. It's our motherfucking time.
Ride or die. Ride or die.
Well,
get down and lay
we're
that.
We're going to elaborate more on that, but I want to talk about what's going on in your home state.
South Sat. Yeah,
man. That Walter Scott thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, the motive.
Wait. Let me ask you a question first.
No, go ahead.
All right, you familiar with the story, right? With the case, right?
Right.
All right. How many jurors was there? 12.
12, yeah.
That's
normal 12.
12? It was 12?
Yeah, the normal 12. You said how many was there?
Yeah. How many jurors?
Yeah, it's 12.
Jurors.
12, yeah.
So how many was white?
11.
And how many was black?
1.
All right. Now, I'm listening to Ricky Smiley's show, right? So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, look how it is. Look how racist it is. It's got 11 white jurors and only 1 black. You better get judged by your peers. I'm like, nigga, he's white. His peers would be 11 white and 1 black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there he goes. That's why we gotta go to the we gotta register to vote. We gotta be on these jury boards. And we gotta do the same thing they do. Right? Okay. Now, it was a hung jury, right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And it was hung because of one person not changing their decision, right?
That's the story. That's what they saying. 1 juror.
They need a unanimous vote.
All 12.
Now, this is how it played out in my head. Obviously, it was one of them racist-ass blue-eyed devils, right? Because they always, you know what I'm saying, gonna side with the damn police and shit like that, right? So we knew really the outcome was gonna end up like this, right? Because we know how them racist, redneck, down south crackers is, right? What was the outcome of the Walter Scott hung jury, Smoke?
What you mean?
Who was the juror who held out?
What was his name? I don't think they said his name.
No.
But they.
Did you see him?
I saw the foreman dude, which is what's his name? Montgomery. Something Montgomery. And they had him talking about the well, I didn't see it. I read it with him saying like he pretty much was being the spokesman for the fucking jury. So I didn't see the the actual juror, unless they were saying that was him, the foreman. Yup.
I thought you knew the story. Since you out there. I went through all of that. I thought you knew it.
I mean, just
yeah, the jury foreman. Yeah. Okay, unless I'm mistaken, but
because the jury foreman was speaking of the person who was deadlocked. He wasn't the one, if I'm understanding correctly.
Who wasn't the one?
The
black
foreman? Guy. Yeah, it was Dorsey Montgomery. So they had him like, talking because he was pretty much saying like how like in the beginning they was gonna go for murder, but the jury came up with like they came to the consensus that he didn't do anything malicious, so they didn't do that. That's what went down to what were they trying to get him for manslaughter. And so he was pretty much saying like the person who held out, he wasn't slamming them. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like what I took it as is like, we got.
I thought he was the one that held out.
No, he wasn't. They didn't show the one who held out. He's just like, you know how it is they tried the black man out or tried the black person out to speak when something fucked up happened. So it's like we know that this was a cracker who was like, fuck out of here. I'm not sending this man to jail. We know that that's a cracker. So we're going to send the only black person on the fucking jury to come out, he was the foreman, to come out and speak and, kind of like lessen it. Like, well, he had his opinions and he had his, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's pretty much what they did. They kind of trotted him out to speak for the, for the jury and shit or whatever. But he wasn't the actual one. It was, somebody else.
Oh. Yo, I'm thinking he was the one. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
yeah, you messed up for a second. I was like, I know, I just looked at this shit.
Yeah, but he was the one that did that shit. I'm like, 11 white people want to find the white dude guilty, but just a black person that want to. What kind of world am I fucking living in? Oh, yeah. Okay. So just
they just trotted him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he the face of the jury. Pretty much because I didn't see anybody else, so it was like he's the face of that. He's the face of the black man. Not getting justice in this situation. This white man is walking away. It's like how can you even have any doubts when the tape show him the man running away? He gonna bang him from however many feet away he is. Walks over there, picks up the taser, puts it over there, and that's all part of his lie. It's on tape. Like he's operating like nobody's watching him, but the tape is watching him. And so how can you have any amount of people that look at that and say, this man ain't supposed to go to jail for something? We're going to trot the black man out to say that to the people. And we're going to have him explain that. It's like, yo, that shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy.
See, but that's what I'm saying. We got to understand that is just, and this might sound messed up, but that's part of the game. I know that just sounds fucked up, but really living your life in the ghetto, living your life in the hood, living your life in the slums, whatever you want to call it, replace those niggas with these police and these, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same shit. What happened is we got so trained in the oppression of us that when they got off us, we got on us. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't never not been under this tyranny, whether it's because we're oppressing us or they're oppressing us. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing us talk about we scared, that is the silliest shit, especially when you hear this shit coming from so-called grown black men. That's the silliest shit. Nigga, pull your skirt down. You must be embarrassed to your family lineage. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You on TV as a black man talking about you afraid of a white man in 2016? Yo, that's why I say a lot of these elders, right, even though that's a judgment off of television, and that's not real life, right? But if it does reflect your real life, a lot of these elders you can't listen to. That's why I tell the youngin, yo. A lot of that, because you got to remember, you got generations of people coming from hurt. That's where they're coming from. They're coming from hurt. So you got one generation who wasn't even looked at as people. You see what I'm saying? Who had to fight for civil rights and shit like that. They're looking at this bullshit like, hey, that's better than the bullshit we went through. You see what I'm saying? So they're content. You can't get advice from content people. You see what I'm saying? You can get wisdom, but you can't get advice because that's not their world they live in. They're not dealing with that. I can't go to Tyshawn and say, yo, man, just tell the white man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's your world. That's not my world. You got to live that world. You live that world. You know what I'm saying? I could just give you wisdom, but I can't give you an advice how to live because you got to live life, not me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got our era. We just really figuring it out. So technically, our era and the youth is really figuring this shit out at the same time. That's why you can have a young Marcus on Sonetta channel, and as young as he is, teaching. How the hell is young boy teaching? Teaching what? You just learned yourself. Teaching what? You're regurgitating. You see what I'm saying? Because the learning and the teaching and all that shit comes from the you gotta try, test, test your shit and let it be tried and tested. Burn that shit.
Right.
Destroy it, bring it back together again. You see what I'm saying? You got to make sure it's legit. You don't just talk because you read some shit. But at the same time, it's showing that these two age ranges is growing at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So the only difference is one going to have the maturity level they're learning, but the other one, they have to still learn that. So it's probably a good thing, but probably that next generation coming up under this Trump administration, they might be the right one if us now build the foundations for them. You see what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, I'm going to pass it to you, Smoke, what I mean by that is I remember when I was a kid coming up under that Reagan-Bush era, right? And during that era, it was a lot of pro-blackness. It was a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of peace Asiatic brother, you know what I'm saying, hey, my Nubian queen and all of that, beads and Africa, medallions and black people making clothes and soaps and all that shit we doing now, starting to do now. That's what I grew up under, you know what I'm saying? So, that's the whole, cross colors and, really before we got to the cross colors. But the point is, during that time when I was a kid, I used to think to myself, man, I can't wait till I get older because I know I'm going to be able to work within a black economy because that's what the talk was about. It was it was Reagan, Bush, and I want to say that first Clinton. By the time we got to that second Clinton, that's when I used to hear black people say, with this black man who had trade jobs and who was hustling out in the street. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying hustle, I'm not talking about drug dealing. That's disrespectful. Drug dealing is commission work. That's no different than selling cars in a car dealership. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what drug dealing is. Hustling them how to get money. You know what I'm saying? So these guys will get out there and they'll be hustling, and then you'll hear the so-called educated brothers, they'll look down on those brothers, and they'll say, oh, see, if you would have went to school, then you could have been making money using your mind and not your hand. And that used to be something that niggas used to say back in the day. It's better to make money using using this, and they'll point to their temple. And they'll point to their hand, like instead of you slaving out there, you could be inside of an office, like the white man wearing a suit and tie and all kind of shit. And it's like, no. And we started to diss. I remember when they used to have black men used to diss educated black men used to diss the black woman. And she was going to school for cosmetology. And they used to be like, she used to be like, so what you doing? Oh, I'm in school. They used to be like, oh, please, don't tell me. Let me guess. Cosmetology or whatever. And then cosmetology. So then they'd be like, yeah, damn. Why the only thing the black girls go to school for is cosmetology? Don't you think we got enough girls doing here? And there used to be a whole shit back in the 90s about that. Now what we see, Dominicans everywhere doing fucking hair. That's crazy, yo.
No, that's real talk, man. But you had said, like, you know, like the next generation, maybe under the Trump administration, you know, if we build a foundation, they might be the ones. I mean, whenever we get the foundation set, that's who's gonna be the ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like we've never really had a foundation. You know what I mean? When you think back to when we was young, you know what I'm saying? I can remember like going to high school and I wanted to play basketball. I wasn't good. I wasn't no good basketball player or anything like that. I play in the parks or whatever. But like they cut the JV, they cut all the school programming, they cut all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you think back like, well, just to further my point,
who did that?
The city. You know what I'm saying? The state of New York. You know what I mean? Cut all the funding for it. They've been cut the art and music classes out of the school. So I had a parent. I had a foundation with my family. So it didn't affect me as much as somebody who that's all they had. Let's say they're not doing that. They getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So when we was young, we didn't have that as a whole black community. We didn't have a foundation. You know what I'm saying? And the further you go back, there's less of foundation. We have some bright periods within, you know what I'm saying, the history, but we never had that foundation. And so once we create something for the kids, that generation gonna flourish automatically.
Yeah, but at the same time, I look at it like this: what are we doing with the kids, though? Like that's why I've never been a fan of the liberals. You know what I'm saying? After I got older, I should say. I'm never a fan of the liberals. When I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening to my mother. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, the Republicans, they wicked, they this, they that. For me, I say fuck them liberals, yo. Because these are the ones, like I said, I give my example. The conservative cracker, he's at the lake fishing, collecting fish. Black man in his family is walking on his path, see the white man, walks over there, says, excuse me, Mr. White Man, I see you got some fish out here. I was wondering, can I get some of your fish to feed me and my family? We're hungry. He says, no, nigga, I'm not out here fishing for you and your family, nigga. So he gets up and he leaves. So the black man goes, give him a fishing rod, give him a stick, a string, or whatever. He fish. You know what I'm saying? He out here trying to get some fish too. You know what I'm saying? He might have got one or two or something like that, So a white dude up the hill, liberal, sees him and say, hey, excuse me, sir, I heard what that racist white man said, calling you out your name like that. I would never use those words. I hear that y'all hungry, I have some fish sandwiches up in the house. In fact, we're having a party. Why don't you come as my guest? We can drink and have fun. So we all go up there, we drink, we have fun. So then the woman, so now we're taking a step further, Snoop. Now one of the white woman tells the black woman, you know, if you want, I can hire you for a job as cleaning my house. So she says, thank you, I have a job. And then the black man comes to the woman and says, guess what, I got a job too. I'm going to be the butler. Yay! And then the children come and say, guess what, they gave me a job too. We clean up the yard. So y'all cleaning up this white people's house, but y'all getting paid to work. And y'all think y'all free. And y'all think y'all better. But you never learned to fish. You never learned to fish. The most simplest concept of slavery is black people working for white people. 2016, what are black people doing? What are we begging for? To work for white people. What are we doing? Working for white people. Something got to change.
Right. Great.
So,
cold world out here. Gonna get even colder.
You know what? You said what?
No, I said it's a cold world, man. We don't get our shit together.
Oh, yeah.
We freezing. Gonna be freezing. Wintertime.
You know, man, it's gonna be so cold, motherfuckers. We sitting around here playing games. This is a capitalistic society, people. This is capitalistic society, yo. This ain't socialism, communism. Y'all can bow down on your knees and pray all day. But I'm going to tell you what, God might be on your dollar bill that you don't see no more, but he don't control that dollar bill that you don't see no more. So praying for some shit that your ideology taught you to pray to get some shit that the Federal Reserve makes. Like, that shit is hilarious to me, man. Stop it, people. Stop it. With New America, we need a new game plan. New game plan, we got to start thinking entrepreneurial. Now, how do you think entrepreneurial? Yo, if you out here and you work and you got you a job and you holding your things down, that's cool. How you think entrepreneurial is you look at your children. That's how. Look at your children, look at your age, at their ages. Jump on that computer. Go to the, let me get the correct name. I think it's called the new, wait, let me check it. It's black, and check the black engineers, because that's what we were talking about too. Engineers. Yeah, so you go check their age. You go do research on what activities that I can have my children in. The National Society of Black Engineers. National Society of Black Engineers. You can have your children and invest in your children. You see what I'm saying? And have them attend these studies and these things like that. Take them to the museums and things like that. If they like video games and stuff like that, yo, show them more computer things than this. Sometimes if you wasted your time and your kid got too older, maybe you have to use other steps. You know what I'm saying? I like to start from the beginning stages so you can mold your child up. You see what I'm saying? But if they're already older, you have to figure out what it is that they like, what it is that they can do, what it is that you can expose them to outside of the norm. You see what I'm saying? Pump your child up. Let them know. Talk to them about money. Show them money. Show them, you know what I'm saying, like what it is. You know, like be a parent. You know what I'm saying? Be a parent. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be their first leader. You're supposed to be their OG. You're supposed to be the person that they listen to. You said what?
You gotta be real with them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you gotta let them know what it is. Let them know that.
Straight up, this day,
what you doing right now, what I'm trying to get you into, this is gonna serve purpose for your future. You're gonna be able to take care of your kids. It's rough out here. Look at my check. This is how much money I make. That's real. I can remember being young, talking to my moms, and you know, she'd be like, "It's gonna be hard out here. It's gonna be," and it's like I'm looking at her like, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel like you're indestructible. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older, it's like then you start seeing like, oh, this is why I need to be responsible with credit cards. This is what. But my mother and them already knew that. Yeah, she was telling me, but in my mind, I'm like thinking back. I'm like, if she would have showed me a bill or something like that, that would have been more of a, all right, this is real right here. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at a number or something. So, you know, just keep it real. You know what level what's really going on, and let your kids know that. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna have them more.
I'm gonna say how real that is. Growing up in a single parent household, that's how it was in the house with me growing up. I knew the bills. I knew when it was money in the house. I knew it was like, listen, we ain't got no food. You know what I'm saying? So we just fruits. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like my mom kept it all the way real. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I remember when I first moved out on my own. First thing I did in my notebook, I put down how much the rent was. It was like $800. I'm like, I bet, and I get paid this amount, so I'm gonna take this out, put $400 for this week, $400 for that week. That's the rent. That leave me at this amount to do that. You see what I'm saying? Because I already knew, like, my mother had us learning that shit young. So nah, you right about that. Keep that shit all the way real.
Yeah, you'll be more likely to take shit serious, you know what I'm saying? It's like instead of goofing off with your friends or whatever, you might be like, well, yo, let me go study, or let me go do this, let me go work on this project, or let me, you know, whatever it is that, you know, the direction the kid is in, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't got time for it. You know, that's the, you know, that's really the issue, you know what I'm saying? It's like you want to have the, you know, your kid have fun, let them float through life, they'll figure it out. It's like, nah, we can't really do that as black people. We have to really lock in and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't got the luxury of time for that shit. Because see, this is what's going on too. I got something I want to talk about. I thought I put it in the read, but I'm glad I didn't too, so it could still be incognito. Only for the true listener to get this type of information. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hidden gems in these shows, but I know you heard about the shit they talk about, the alt-right.
All right, yeah.
You heard that shit? That alt-right shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
My whole thing with that alt-right, yo, for the alt-right, we're going to be the alt-black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see that? We're going to be the alt-black.
That's like a big thing floating around, and then you had the, you know, the white boy who came out to what was it, Texas A&M. You know, they was making an issue of that. Yeah, what's the Richard Spencer?
I think
Richard Spencer.
Oh, Richard. Oh, right here, Steve something. I guess Steve something. Yeah.
Richard Spencer. He's from the National Policy Institute, which you know they pretty much like on their site they say that.
Whoa. Keep game. Remember when we were talking about the name, right? With the name for the New Year's or whatever, to change the name for the show?
Right.
And that's going to have to have institution in it or something like that?
Right.
Because
no doubt.
I think that shit. A lot of their organizations be like institution, academy, or some shit like that. A lot of this shit be having that. That's why I said this should have to have at least institution in it. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was peeping the it was I think it was CNN the other night, but on the National Policy Institute website, they have them described as an independent organization dedicated to the heritage, identity, and future of people of European descent in the United States and around the world. And it goes on to say it was founded in 2005 by William Regnery and Samuel T. Francis in conjunction with Louis R. Andrews. So, you know, the guy Richard Spencer, he's at Texas A&M.
Keep that name. Wait. Keep game, though. Take that name, yo, so we could do a whole show on that. We're going to do a whole show on the alt-right, right? And then we're going to show how stupid black people are when we sit around and shit talking and debating and all kind of shit like that. And then when white people do the same shit we want to do, but they actually do it, then we want to run around calling them racist. You see what I'm saying? Ain't shit racist about fucking the alt-right shit. These ain't nothing but fucking white boys who feel like, oh shit, I done let a lot of this shit slip. Hold on, wait a minute. We done stole this country. This is our shit. What the fuck going on? We about to get some order in here. Right. They grabbing these nuts, and they doing what they supposed to be doing as white people. And here go black people. No, let me not say black people. Excuse me. Here go so-called black men. That's racist. Oh, they call me the N-word. Why are they so mean? I'm afraid because Trump is... Are you serious? Black man, are you serious? No, I'm not even going to disrespect saying black man because I'm not going to vilify black men. Excuse me. So let me correct myself. Black males. Are you serious? That's what I'm going to say. Because the black men out there, because we ain't extinct, the black men out there, we still black men. So we're not that title can't be desecrated. So you black males out there, are you seriously going to sit here and be afraid of white men standing up holding their nuts? Are you seriously going to sit there and be afraid because Donald Trump is president? Oh, excuse me, is going to be president. I'm not going to disrespect President Barack Obama. Are you black males seriously going to keep moving around like you feminized women, sashaying in the hood, shooting at each other like y'all on y'all periods? You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting all emotional, like, oh, that shit gotta die off, yo. Only thing that gotta rise to the surface right now is black men and black manhood and black masculinity. Because guess what? When the cracker man stand up and hold his nuts, you need that black wall to stand up there too to take that hit that's about to come to us. You see what I'm saying? Which should have been getting built up during the Barack Obama era. If you think about it, we should have been building ourselves up, but no, we were building up homosexuality. Who would have thunk it, right? So it's fucking ridiculous, man. Now the white man stand up now, he ready to fight, and we too busy trying to take off these skinny jeans and our high heels because the fucking liberals did what? Dress your goofy ass up, put you on a tricycle with a hat with a fucking spinning shit on. Got motherfuckers dressing up as girls and all kind of shit. And, ooh, I like boys and I like girls. And the white man just in the sideline boxing, jogging, doing crunches, training and shit. And then you look back at the black people. Yeah, look, here go black people. Who am I to judge what a man does? And I don't see race, and we just Americans, and it's the human race. What white people doing? Jogging, boxing, training. They out there fucking gathering up for their guns. We know.
They're doing the Rocky. They getting it right.
They get it right now when it's time to go, and it's like, hey, I'm ready to fight y'all niggas. Oh, did you hear what he said? America's not going to take that, Mr. White Man. America's not going to take that. We don't use the N-word, Mr. White Man. Then November 8th comes. Trump becomes president. Now niggas want to get scared. Now they want to wipe all the makeup off their face. Now they want to take the high heels off. Now the white man is over here building up a goddamn. Wait, what year did you say that dude started that all right shit? Do you remember the year?
It was 2005.
2005? All right. I want to see what year did that song, Gotta Eat the Booty Like Grocery. I want to see what year did that come out. Because was we singing about eating booty like grocery while the white man was fucking building his fucking shit up? Like that's more like Cash Money bling bling era 2005 or like that. If this was 2005, man, that would be
He's dumb, man. He's dumb. But see, like, basically, like, that the National Policy Institute, they're going around, because, like, going back to, you know, them being, like, Richard Spencer being at Texas A&M, when I was watching it, you know, it was an uproar about the university having him there. And so they were saying that they booked the public room, you know, that anyone could book out, you know, so that was their defense as to them having them there. So I'm thinking like, yo, I'm like, how would they, you know, how they do that? That dude should know or whatever. So they start like, you know, just breaking down how they did it, and they're saying that they have individuals that's unaffiliated, like they not famous or nothing. When they go there and they book the room, so when they go to the universities and shit like that, they basically going incognito. They booking these places under different names, unaffiliated names, and then when the people come in, it's like, yo, we here. What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they having conferences around the country. They write books, so they have books and manuals that they sell and distribute to the people. You know, so yeah, they pretty much doing what you know, what we supposed to be doing. And
what we supposed to be, and keep saying that we doing. Like, yo, sovereignty, my nigga. No, you a Hebrew, my nigga. Nah, we Moors, my nigga. Like, no, these crackers is coming together like, yeah. Oh, and to answer the question, 2014. 2014 is when that booty eating song came out. And what year did the
oh man, you cracking me up, man. That's real talk though. It's like it's fun. We laughing and jest, but it's really sad. It's like, y'all, this is what they doing and this is what we doing. You know what I mean? We worried about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really around trying to generate the spirit within their people. You know what I'm saying? Invigorate the people. So it's like going back to what I was watching, and so CNN, they was saying how, you know, that's their method or whatever, and they was interviewing the Richard Spencer. It might have been an older one that they was referring back to, but they was pretty much giving the portrait of him, like toning down the rhetoric, but the work is still being there. So like in terms of him, you know, saying things that people would say is racist and so forth, he's saying that you know, he's trying to reel in that talk. You know what I'm saying? But everything is still business as usual. And I think back to like Trump and during his campaign and how he was saying things that that the public was taking as racist, and how a lot of people, you know, his Republican counterparts, you know, they was backing away from him. Oh man, he's crazy. But he was saying what everyone was saying. But it seems like now, you know, when I saw that, it was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Everything is covert. It ain't gonna be so much about the talk when it comes to these politicians and people in place. It's just gonna be shit happening. So we gotta pay attention to what's going on out here, because it ain't gonna be easy to say spot the KKK or to spot these groups. Yeah. You gotta really know. Like you see National Policy Institute. You see National Policy Institute. If you see National Policy Institute, you're not gonna know what that is. You're not gonna know what that is unless you've been exposed to it.
You're not gonna know it by name. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna know it by name, but all of these damn white people that smiling in your face, yo, they're not your friends.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's the mentality you gotta carry.
If you feel like that they're your friends, then what you do is you have a tier for them. You see what I'm saying? They can't get no higher than that tier. And then you use them for your agenda for that. Okay, when it's time for marching and shit, y'all march. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all march. Y'all fight the police. Y'all get pepper sprayed and all that shit like that, because y'all will be more effective than us. You see what I'm saying? But you can't be in leadership. You can't be in decision making. You see what I'm saying? You keep them at that distance, if that's what you choose to do. Me, I'd rather play it safe than sorry. I'd rather say all of y'all is against me. That way, the only people that I have to look out for is the black infiltrators. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to look for the black infiltrators, which is to me is easy. You see what I'm saying?
That's the safe place.
Huh?
I said that's the safe place. We don't play it like that.
And look, and this is how you tell a black infiltrator. When you're sitting over here with your black organization, right? First thing that's on your agenda is what? Rebuild your community. How do you rebuild your community? Like I always say, it always starts at the home. So then you start to talk to the people about reconnecting with your people in the house and things of this nature, and y'all having that slow build, because it's going to take years, right, to rebuild and heal that community. But then when you got somebody inside there now, and it's like, like for example, you start to have people like you on there, and it's like you forcing people to say hi. Hello, Miss So and So, and they're like, oh, hi, you know what I'm saying? Then after a while, people start naturally say hi, and then you start to see that change. Then you go to the infiltrators. Then the infiltrator like, man, I understand all of this damn shit you doing, but we need to kill some cops. Kill cops? The agenda is to build the community. What do you mean killing cops? Yo, I'm talking about some real shit, some real gangster revolutionary shit, my nigga. Who you work for? You feel what I'm saying? You work for the boys. You work for the boys. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I was telling my lady, because she asked me a question, she said, what's your opinion on adapting to your environment? She was like, should you adapt to your environment? I said, yeah. I said, you should always adapt to your environment. I said, you just don't want to be a stereotype of your environment. You know what I'm saying? So now you're inside of a pro-black movement, and now all of a sudden you no longer can function in society. Nah, that's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're trying to carry on an image. You know what I'm saying? So now, for me to be militant, I'm not supposed to laugh, or, you know what I'm saying? If a white woman is coming, you know what I'm saying, through the door, I ain't going to hold the door for that cracker cave bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm militant, nigga. Nah, that's stupid. That's some make-believe Hollywood shit. That's some make-believe Hollywood shit, because just like you said with the all-right niggas, they come in incognito, meaning what? They're holding the door for a black person. They probably will give a black person a job, hand him some bread if he homeless and all that shit, and still go to the meetings and say, yeah, so this is the plan. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's not about what you put out in the surface. It's about what you do behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we don't get. That's what we don't get.
That's about the door.
Oh. And guess what? If we can be the spook that sit by the door, they can be the spook too.
Oh,
straight up.
They always be the spook. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do to fucking us. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do to
treat
us.
Treat this goddamn. I say treat the white man just like you treat the your own brother. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way you treat black people in the hood. The same way when you see a black person, you're like, I don't know that nigga. Treat the white man the same way. I don't know that black person out there. I ain't shit. I don't know him. Same way if that damn, if a black dude, if he don't fucking hold the door for you or some shit, or if, you know what I'm saying, like the same shit how we act towards each other, act the same way towards that fucking white man then. Don't sit there now and smile all up in his face, because you don't smile in your brother's face. Don't sit over there now and, oh, no, I got that. No, because you don't do that. I don't see y'all doing that for the black woman when she drops it. But you ready to skin up your arm for that white woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Because guess what? That's the past. That's the past. We're in a different reality right now. We're in a reality right now where Trump done picked people in office that nobody really, you know what, I'm not going to say nobody really knows, because if you study them, you'll know. The media, which we can't trust, is pumping that fear to y'all. Me personally, the way I see it is this. I grew up under the 90s Black Power consciousness movement. I grew up under that. And I remember back then, so this is just, and that's why I say what I be saying, because this is just the second, I'm seeing this shit repeat itself. I'm 36, well 35, I'm about to be 36, and I'm seeing this shit repeat itself. And I'm like, wow, how the fuck, I ain't old, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing this shit repeat itself? Wow, why my moms don't know? You know what I'm saying? Why this one don't know? Why that one don't know? Why, how we falling for the same mistakes? You see what I'm saying? So the way I'm looking at it, because remember I told you too, Smoke, every 20 years they play the same game, right? So if I'm about to be 36 at the end of this year, Trump's first presidency, I'm going to be 40. You see what I'm saying? And then 4 more years after that, because I believe he's going to get a double term. I'm going to say that right now. He's not even president yet. He's going to get 8 years. Now, after his 8-year term, I'm going to be 44 years old. You see what I'm saying? 44 years old. My thing is this. What am I going to do in 8 years? Am I going to sit around and bitch and moan because of Trump? Am I going to sit here and blow money and fuck over my life? Or am I going to sit here and say, just like them alt-right niggas, yo, it's time to do this shit and take this shit serious. What I say, start in your home. The ones who can't, build a foundation within your home for your children. Nurture them and raise them up to be what you're not going to be able to do, because they have that youth and that spirit. The ones who's able to do it, redirect your path and do it. Write down a list of shit that you're spending your money on and start scratching shit off and see how much, you know what I'm saying, what you don't really need. Scratch that shit off. You'll be amazed how much money you save if you bring a sandwich to work every day instead of buying food out in the street. You see what I'm saying? Stack your bread up. Like, there's a lot of methods and ways for us to do shit, but we don't do it because we don't look down the line. We keep looking right in front of us all the time. We got to have 5, 10, 15, 20-year plans. Go ahead, Smoke. I hear you in the background.
No, I'm still picking my hair and shit, but nah, that's real talk, man. That's real talk, man. That's real talk, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get serious about this shit because I mean, like the time frame, like
wait,
was this yesterday?
One thing, Smoke. Wait, one thing. At 8 to your son years, how old was your son?
16. 16. Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
16 was at the end. So he really gonna have be shaped by this Trump shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And see, like, I didn't, like, a year ago I was saying the same thing to, you know what I'm saying, my son's moms in terms of, like, you know, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to always prepare yourself for the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you have Trump here. What's that going to hold? Our son is going from, he's a little boy now at 8. He's going to be growing into a man. Like, that's a critical 8 years right there. You know what I'm saying? That time frame. So, yeah, man, it's real out here. It was just yesterday that, it seemed like just yesterday that, you know, we was bringing Obama in. And, you know, that time frame went by, nothing happened. We got nothing from Obama. Nothing. So, you know, that was 8 years wasted where we was just sitting waiting for the Democrats to give us something. Oh, we're going to get this. It's coming. We don't got shit. Now we're going to go into 8 years of Trump. So that could be 16 years where we just sitting. That's a long ass time. That would be my son's whole lifetime.
That ain't 16. You forgot about Bush. That was the first 16. See,
right.
we got to remember, when Gore lost the election, because the cracker played the same game they played now. But they're going to tell black people, oh, no, he stole the election. Now they're saying the Russians hacked. No, y'all voted for these people.
I saw that earlier. they really trying to run with that one.
The Russians, Bush stole it. You know what I'm saying? They said for Nixon, the black people's, what the white people were saying back then was, I don't know nobody that voted for Nixon. How did he win? That was the game then. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, we fall for this stupid shit all the goddamn time because we keep thinking our enemy is our friend. You know what I'm saying? All the goddamn time. So you got to remember, the country, when Gore lost, right, the election, that's why he didn't sit there and concede it on it, so they let it go. What happened was the country was divided. Just like it's divided now. It was divided then. What happened? A year later, right, 2001, 9/11 hit. When 9/11 hit, what happened? The country united. You feel what I'm saying? Now, black people thought what? We Americans. It ain't about black and white because the Muslims, they're attacking us all. And you hear black people, look at the Muslims over there. If they want to blow us up, I'm going to, you know, and it's like, nigga, you sound like a cracker. You sound like a cracker, straight up. Like, I'm hearing Dave talking about the East Indians. Look at them sand niggas. I said, what? Yeah, they call them sand niggas. I said, sand niggas? I said, so what they call us? Niggas? Regular niggas? Like, what kind of ignorant shit is that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm looking at it, it's like, he's saying this shit like he's really talking like he's a white boy talking about black people. And I'm like, Yeah. And then after Bush's term was up, and Bush fucked everything up. Well, you know, that's the narrative, whatever, that he fucked everything up. But we know it all came from the... Anyway, so when the Bush situation was over, and the white people started doing the whole da-da-da-da, hey, goodbye. Then Barack comes, he wins. We like, oh, shit. We didn't like Bush. They didn't like Bush. We wanted Barack. They got Barack in. It's the black vote that got the Barack in. It had to be the white people, too. So now we like, oh, it's unity. I don't see color and race. And if this country was racist, why would it pick Barack? Because he's black. And all this other hoopla and rah shit. And it was like, no, y'all can't rock it by to sleep. That was the first 16 years. You see what I'm saying? So now, now we get with the Trump situation. Now it's like, yo, are we going to play into what the liberal whites want? To argue and pout and fight for handouts and all kinds of stupid shit like that? Or are we going to sit there and listen to who Trump puts in his cabinet, research what that position is and what it does, who these people are, find out how many grants is on the table for minority workers, right? And educate yourself on this new governmental system that we're under. So when January 20th come in and he gets inaugurated and start issuing all this shit into the land, you're prepared. So while people is bitching and complaining, you'll be like, oh, shit, they complaining about this, but damn, this nigga set it up where, yo, you could he let all the red tape go. There's no red tape, there's no barriers now. We could go back selling and hustling like back in the day in the 80s. We don't need no vendor license. We don't need none of that shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else complaining because white people said they're mad because you're going to allow the niggas to get rich. if they figure this shit out. And it's like, fuck it, yo, we got to generate real revenue. This is how America works. And then we're going to we don't want that. Niggas, attack. And we're like, you racist, you homophobe, you're a black supremacist. It's like, black people what? Black people can finally eat. The fucking Democrats is stopping us out, yo, and giving us, that's why you got grown-ass black women and men talking about, I want $15 an hour to work at fucking McDonald's. Get out of here. That is the most ridiculous ever in my fucking life. That's the most fucking ridiculous. $15 fucking hours an hour? Are you serious? That burgers? Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? No. It is a fucking high school kid's job. When I go into, I don't eat fast food. I couldn't tell the last time I went into it. Last time I probably went to a fast food was like the 90s or some shit. You see what I'm saying? If I walk into a fast food restaurant, I don't want to see no grown-ass 40-something-year-old man talking about, can I help you? No, nigga, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh. We used to have a mind frame. We used to have a mind frame of a do for self spirit, meaning even if this dude 40 years old is working at the goddamn McDonald's, he gonna work at the McDonald's and he gonna learn how to make burgers, fries, milkshakes, and all of that, and be like, nigga, let's open up a storefront and we gonna do this shit ourselves. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
No, these niggas, because this is the science behind work. The science behind work is this. You're going to work for allocated amount of money a year, right? It's going to be taxed and divided up to you twice a month. right, throughout the year. That's how that works. But the cost of living increases every year, right? Well, what happens, because the cost of living increases because that's how they balance out the money. You see what I'm saying? If the people below have too much money, then they increase the prices of shit to reduce how much your funds is, because they need to keep at a certain level to be able to control you. You see what I'm saying? That's how this fucking game works. So, while the cost of living increases, jobs like McDonald's and shit like that, that's supposed to be minimum wage shit. That's not supposed to be no goddamn, you making $25 an hour working on no fucking McDonald's. Hell no. So that's supposed to be for the kids. That's supposed to be for the summer youth and, things of this nature. So they can learn and bust their ass to work their way up to some shit. What happened is, I don't want to lose my thought, but Smoke, can you imagine your son working at fucking McDonald's at 17, making $15 an hour? I can't even fucking imagine that shit. I cannot imagine that shit.
Hell no. Hell no. I mean, and that be his ambition. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like that's like crazy.
Nigga, I'm in high school making $15 an hour. What the fuck you think you're going to college? For what, nigga? You know what money I'm making? $15. Yo, $15 an hour, you can work at McDonald's from 17 to at least 25. You know what I'm saying? It's still like, that's some good ass money. Sure. So that's gonna increase the underage birth shit. The teenage birth rate. Cause these little niggas gonna be thinking they balling with $15 flipping burgers and shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get the little girls pregnant and shit. They can take care of a family and shit. Like, nigga, I make $15 an hour.
15, nigga.
Fuck out of here. You gotta work your way.
Yeah, you crazy.
So it's like the whole thing is as the cost of living go up, jobs like that, like I said, the thought of making that much money at a job like that is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there is a cap on how much you can make. So you got people old and shit like that with family, kids and shit trying to do this shit because they're not even saying I'm gonna work here, but I'm gonna look for another job. They work there. They're like, well, at least I can get up and work every day. They're not even trying to find something better to move up. So the only way for them to live and be able to pay their bills and shit like that and not struggle is to ask for a raise. You see what I'm saying? So if you ask somebody, okay, well, how much do you want, sir, an hour to clean my car? I'm going to need at least $25 an hour, sir, because, I got a house and my mortgage is. And it's like, nigga, I'm not paying to support your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here. No, I'm not. That's not how it works. But the only way for you to get money is what? To get a raise. That's how it is in corporate America. That's how it is in any other job. So you go, you get your raise. That's how you ask for a raise. You see what I'm saying? But that's the hustle of working. So when you're working, you have to ask, excuse me, sir, can I get some more money a year, please, to take care of my family? And hope he says yes. You see what I'm saying? And if you get paid too much, guess what? If them books get too heavy, you're going to be the first tier that get let go. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They're going to be broke again.
Take slip.
But,
Take slip.
You see what I'm saying? Take that severance and go. But if you think, how can I generate money on my own? You control how much come in. That'll be based off of your hustle. You don't got to ask nobody for nothing. That's the mind frame you have to have. Even if you're working, there's nothing wrong with working. But even if you're working, you can still say to yourself, I should think of ways to generate money on my own. So just in case I ever lose my job. Straight up. You might fuck around and retire. Great for you. You know what I'm saying? But in the case that you don't, guess what? Oh, it's not going to hurt you if you figure out a way to make some more money. Christmas time come, chop down some goddamn trees and sell that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cut grass, do whatever. Whatever you gotta do.
Go back to being innovative. Go ahead, Smoke.
Yeah, so whatever you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to make that happen. But innovation is there. We brilliant minds. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna figure out a way to do it. I mean, you know, whatever lane you're gonna be in and shit. You might not like cutting grass. You might like selling shit. You might be good with your hands. You might fixing things. You'll find the hustle within yourself. You know what I'm saying? We smart people and shit, but we just got to get focused on that instead of the reality TV, instead of the clothing. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some jeans, man. I'm like, I want to see what's up with these ball main jeans niggas be wearing and shit. Like, I see them, you know what I mean? So I go to the site or whatever. Hey, you know, let me look at them. Scrolling all through this, $1,000, $1,200. I'm like, God damn, yo, for some jeans, like, yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So if you can hustle up, however you getting it, you might not be working. You know how I go in the hood. If you can hustle up to get $1,000 for a fucking ball mate, matter of fact, let's keep it a buck. Niggas, especially New York niggas, they swiping. They swiping.
Hell
so
yeah.
You can go and bust you a number and swipe something and spend $3,000-$4,000 on an outfit. Nigga, go get $3,000-$4,000 of equipment to put your hustle together. You know what I'm saying? Use that as your initial investment instead of sitting here putting your freedom on the line for some damn jeans. Use that. See, however you got to do it.
I got one.
Make it happen.
I got one. Get that money because everybody a rapper, right? Get that money and get some fucking equipment and build you a fucking studio.
Exactly.
Everybody a rapper, right? Build you a studio that you can charge people now. That's bread right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop being material. Okay, let's say that too. Since when men had more shoes than women? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Since when men was more into fashion than women? Since when was men more into designer shit than women?
Oh.
Yo, stop. Yo, excuse me. I disrespected again. Excuse me. I disrespected because I said, since when did men? Excuse me. I'm a little. I'm sipping on something, so I might be. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize. Yeah, I apologize. I'm on some Jamaican rum. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize.
You know that Texas
Mel.
tea?
Yeah. Mel. That's who I'm talking about. Mel. I'm talking about these males. I'm not talking about men. Men ain't doing this sucker shit. You males out there, you know what I'm saying, that's running around perpetrating this shit. And you walking around and shit in some fucking $1,000 jeans and shit. Nigga, if we supposed to be creating, we're not supposed to be followers. We're not supposed to be followers. That's what's wrong with you, males. Y'all following, and then y'all following sissies. That's how backwards you are. You're not even following men. It's like, okay, all right, Smoke. You know I don't do the whole alpha, beta, and all that shit, right? But let's play that game. Let's play that game. Because I was thinking about this the other day. So they kill and lock up the alpha male, right? So the beta males become the alpha males to the whatever the other males are, right? Whatever the lower males are, right? From beta.
Beta.
So now
double beta.
Yeah, you know, double beta males and shit. So then they now turn around and they breed, a weaker generation of males. You see what I'm saying? So then they now have a weaker generation of males. Then we start to have these feminized males that sashay in and things of this nature. Because steel sharpens steel. You see what I'm saying? When you're around the best, you become the best. But when they kill off our best and incarcerate our best, and then they give us the secondaries, but then the secondaries now, they can't really live up. So it's like you get a little sharp, but some of y'all may not get that sharp. Then you get a next generation now where the little sharps is what's considered sharp. And then you get less and less, where you might have a nigga like Omar from The Wire, who's gay, but supposed to be a thorough nigga in the hood. This is who we look up to. And then we start to look at these guys as alpha males.
Right.
We start looking at the criminal element as outfit. In the street dudes as outfit. These aren't alpha males. You see what I'm saying? See, when I'm saying they're killing alpha males and they incarcerate alpha males, I'm not talking about these drug dealers and these pimps and these criminals and shit like that. I'm not talking about them. They're not alpha males. You see what I'm saying? These are the people we think are alpha males, the 50 Cents and things of this nature. You see what I'm saying? That's a prime example of 50 Cent. We'll look at them and they'll tell us those are alpha males, but those aren't alpha males. Those are feminized men. But because that's the level that we at right now, the youth look and say, that's the alpha male. That's who I'm supposed to look up to. But still softens still. That's not still. That's dull knives. So it makes every generation of men get duller and duller because there's nobody to sharpen them up. That's why I said again, that's why I'm glad Trump won. Because now it's time for black men to stand up. Black men to stand up. You see what I'm saying? Because we dodged the bullet. Because they was about to push more of that gay shit. Now we can see the white man standing up. Well, we need the black man to stand up now. Because we know if we laying down and this white man standing up, he gonna walk all over you. And you already tooting your booty up, he will run up in your shit.
Smarten up.
Smarten up, boy. Shit. That's
crazy. A good point that, you know what I'm saying, I kind of want to reiterate a little bit is paying attention to the the cabinet members and the appointees of Trump. You know what I'm saying, and keeping a good eye on it, because right now we got to keep our eyes open. You know, we've had the I seen it's on Sonata. Somebody was turning in like the melanin explosion. It was a few years back. You know what I'm saying? We had that where it's like, Black moms is opening and things like that. We learning our history, learning the information, absorbing the culture more and more. All that's cool. All that's great. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to, take that knowledge and apply it to what's really happening currently. You know what I'm saying? We know the history. We know how the game gets played on us. So now we got to put all of these ideas and energies into focus right now. You know what I'm saying? And a part of it is by paying attention to what's going on, because it's an important time. It's an important time. It's a change of.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it says a change of what?
No, I was gonna just saying it's a change in philosophy that's going on within the country, and so we got to understand what that is and how it's gonna affect us. And so we got to start now.
It's a changing. It's a changing back. It's a changing back.
Word.
Philosophy. That's it.
Word.
None of this is new.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you that.
Because this is the thing that makes me laugh. Do you remember back in the day when we used to hear black people say, I can't wait till all these old racist white people die off, because the new whites, they ain't going to act like that because they grew up listening to hip-hop.
Right.
You don't see
those are your
Richard
Spencers. Those are your Richard Spencers. You know what I'm saying? Those are those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because he's not 70-something years old.
Wow. They're thinking like 35.
He looked like he was in his. Well, I didn't even really see his face, so I can't say what he looked like.
I wanted to say he's 35.
Yeah. Okay. So guess what? I'm 35.
Word.
I'm 35. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? We grew up under the same fucking shit. You see what I'm saying? And when I say grew up under the same shit, what I'm saying is he grew up under white people out there having control over the country. The fucking news channels, that shit was all white commercials, white television programming, all that shit was white. White. That's what he grew up under. I grew up under that shit too. And I grew up under, fuck this white man, they got his foot on your neck, we separate, they on that side, we on this side, we got to do it for self. That's what I grew up under. So now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, we need to do for self. What the fuck is going on? Y'all niggas running around here acting like shit is sweet. And guess what the white boy's saying? Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you crackers? We need to do for self. Y'all walking around here letting these niggas do what they want to do like it's sweet. This is our goddamn country. You see what I'm saying? The difference is they sat there and they said, let's do it, and they did it. While we over here writing songs about eating booty like groceries. So we got to change our tactics. We got to change what the fuck is important to us. Because if it is freedom and justice, we need an economy. We need, for freedom and justice, we need the economy. No economy, we're not going to get shit. I seen something. Okay, so check this. They got the ExxonMobil chief, Rex Tillerson, right? They say he's emerging as the top candidate for the Secretary of State, right? They ain't picking him yet, right? But, they're trying to figure out who they're going to get for that one. They already knocked Giuliani ass out.
Yeah,
so
I'm glad.
But,
yeah,
I fucking hate Giuliani, yo.
I was so happy to see that.
Yeah. But we got to figure out who these people are. I'm going to tell you something else that I don't like. I don't like how black people stupid asses, really the liberal side of the black people, the dumb, stupid ass black people, who are laughing at Ben Carson being the head of HUD. You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't y'all trying to get in contact with him, speak to him, and try to, you know what I'm saying, rub shoulders with him and be like, yo, what's going on, brother? Okay, so what's going on here?
When I saw
this
that,
is what we need for the people.
I thought about Detroit
go ahead.
automatically. No, I'm saying when I saw the Ben Carson appointee, I thought about Detroit. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? You have properties that you want to get rebuilt and remodels, houses and shit like that. That could be the opportunity. Like, we always talking about communities and shit like that. That could be the tap where we can create a community, where we have our own houses and shit like that. That's the tap right there, you know what I'm saying?
But what we're going to do, we're going to let white liberals tell us, I don't know nothing about that. Oh, he got Ben Carson as HUD. Why do he have that? What kind of thing? And I'm seeing them laughing at Ben Carson for having HUD, and I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck Barack Obama had for HUD. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who the fuck Barack Obama had for HUD. But y'all gonna laugh that Ben Carson is in HUD instead of getting in contact with the brother and trying to work something, talk, figure out something. Let me see how I can help you in this position. Guess what? That the same thing you said about Detroit is the same thing that happened in the Bronx. You see what I'm saying? When they came out there and they had the people helping with the rebuilding of the Bronx. Before them burnt down buildings and they had got rebuilt. All that shit was dealing with HUD. So what you're saying is accurate. That's the shit that would go to help rebuild these dilapidated fucking homes in these black communities and shit like that. That's to rebuild black America. What are we doing? We're going to allow white people who don't do this shit fucking convince you that's ridiculous. Insult Ben Carson. Here go our stupid ass. No, that's not how this shit works, yo. That's not how this shit works.
It's like no strategy. It's like he could have got a leader of food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any position. You know what I'm saying? He got a position, so it's up to us and for us to have the mind frame of, okay, we got somebody here. What exactly? How can he help? Regardless of what area he is, how can he help?
Yeah,
figure that out.
How can he help?
Game plan. You can't say, well, he's not in the best position that's going to solve the most problems. No, we can't worry about that right now. Let's solve one problem. Can we work on one? So whatever it is, he's in urban housing development. Yo, let's talk about houses. To have a community, you got to have houses, right? All right, let's go. Let's get it. Like, what are we doing? What's the game plan? How are we going to approach it? What laws we going to work forward to? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we got to be thinking instead of, clowning what the position he got and shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's the mind frame here, which is that's a childish mind frame, like a little kid. Like, oh, you didn't get the blue ball. You got a green ball.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? I got a ball. So what game we going to play? Like, what are we doing?
It gets to the point where you get confused and everything. You get the big confused face because all the niggas on the corner laughing at you because you didn't get the ball you wanted, but you still on the court playing.
Yeah.
And you confused as you playing because you're like, this is cracking up, and I'm like, but I'm playing though. Why the fuck is y'all mad? So that's why you can't get confused and distracted. I should say, excuse me. You shouldn't get distracted by the silly niggas in the corner because they're programmed and designed to take you off your square. You see what I'm saying? You have to stay focused. You have to understand your purpose in life is to distract me because that's your purpose in life. These liberals, just like I said in the story I said about the fisherman and shit, when we went up to that big house and we ate that fish with the white people, and we're drinking and having a good time with them, we thought they was our friend. So when he offered my woman a job, and the job is to clean up their home, she didn't see that as serving them. She seen that as a paying job that can help us. And when I seen me being this man's butler and driver and stuff like that, I didn't see that as being a servant towards this white man. I seen that as a job, a hard-working, good-paying job so I could take care of my family. You see what I'm saying? And when my kids now is getting paid so they can tend to the yard and play with their kids, I didn't see that as nothing more than a job. So now when I'm getting this money and I'm able to live and buy my kids clothes and shoes and we got a big screen TV and things of this nature, that's my way of being content that I'm serving another race's economy. I'm serving another race's home. I'm making this man's house nice. My woman's keeping it clean and everything to keep his house nice while my house is neglected. That's what we're doing. That's the backwards shit we're doing. That's why under this Trump administration, where white people don't know what's going to happen, black people don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be new. That's how the even playing field is going to stay. We don't know. You're going to have the alt-right white people. They got the upper hand because they know what it's about. It's about whether they can get their people to follow is the question. The white people who are going to front like they don't know what's going on, they're going to be standing on the sideline, on the fence, trying to play both sides of the field, benefiting on one hand and trying to play victim with the blacks on the other. Black people, we're going to listen to them white people. We're going to stay on the sideline and wait. That's right. We're going to wait these 4 years out to get him out of office. No, that cannot be our game plan. That cannot be our game plan. Our game plan needs to be getting money all day, every day, building an economy, building your wealth so you can pass this money on and this information and knowledge on to your seeds so their generation can be stronger to fight these cracker generations. That's how we have to look at them. We are at war, and the war is economically. Y'all dumbasses talking about some race war. That's what the liberals are telling you. It's going to be a race war. It's going to be a goddamn race war. It's an economic war. That's the war we losing, the economic war. Because every other goddamn race in here have an economy except black people. Black people went back to our old economy called slavery. What is the common denominator of slavery? Black people working for white people. That is what we're doing. Black people is working for white people, and we openly say what? We don't even get paid the same amount that white people get paid. It's the same shit. We don't get the positions that the white people, same shit. We don't have an economy. If white people decided we're going to fire 45% of the black population, then guess what? That percent, that 45% is now unemployed, which will increase the unemployment rate. Why? Because we have no economy. We're working. Work will always be temporary. We have to have a new game plan in America, and the game plan has to be strengthen our households and our family structures, start working towards raising children or building up yourself or whatnot, or however you want to spin this, what I'm saying, to start owning shit. Start creating shit. Start generating money. Don't even say start a business. Cut that out because maybe the term starting a business might be too intimidating. So what we're going to say is learn how to generate money. Find something that you can generate money from doing. You can get your kids clothes, clean them shit, iron them shit, and then sell them shits on eBay to local yard sales. Sell them shits on eBay. Generate money. Make soaps, candles, oils, body sprays, fragrances for the house. Use your mind, black people. You are the original people. You created all of this. You can create things from your thoughts. So start thinking that and doing that. And stop playing games. We need a new game plan. We need to connect with our poultry industry. I try to look online for it and couldn't find it. But I'm going to look online for other industries, and when I find it, I'll blast it. But we need to get in contact with our black farmers, poultry, fish market, seafood, the catfish that's in Mississippi. We got to get in contact with these people and use that and to connect that with starting a business. These are the things that we have to do. It is not going to start overnight. It's going to take decades, okay? It's going to take decades. You may not see it in your lifetime, or you may see it at the ending of your lifetime. But stop being fucking selfish. Let your goddamn children be the ones that enjoy that, because you sacrificed and you did what you had to do to give your child a brighter future in black America. But if we keep on trying to work within white America, we are going to go through the same thing over and over and over and over again, and we're going to be complaining about shit, and we're going to have children who are going to be complaining about shit, who's going to have children that's going to be complaining about the same damn shit we've been complaining about for hundreds of years. The only way for us to make it is to have an economy. When white people conquered us, they did not just come in and kick our ass. That's some Hollywood bullshit. They came in and they destroyed our economy by flooding our market with all of their cheap shit. That's what they're doing. That's what they did to us. And when they fucked up our economy, that's how they was able to conquer us. When they fucked up the economy of the so-called Indians in America, that's how they was able to conquer them. The end. Go ahead, Smoke.
The time is now, man. The time is now. Real fucking talk, man. Real talk. You pretty much summed it up. You pretty much summed it up with that last one, but I mean, if anything I can add to it is just like any sense of urgency that you like, whatever urgency level you have in your life, turn it up by 2. Multiply it by 2. You know what I mean? It's really, everything has to be taken serious now. The way we spending money, you know, our relations amongst each other, you know what I mean? Our ideas and putting them together, having think tanks. Because a lot of times it might not be, you might not have all the pieces in your idea. You might need that other head or two to come together and you know, really make the idea come to life. So, you know, it's about networking and bringing, you know, connecting the dots. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to put that, we have to just make us have a sense of urgency, like, you know, like, let's get it done. We can't wait till tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So that would be really all I could add to that, you know what I mean?
And see, for us to have that urgency, real talk, for us to have that urgency, we got to start to love our children. Because us not loving our children and understanding that that's the next generation, that's not even just your child, that's the next generation. And these are the next future leaders of Black America. These are the people at the very least that is going to be taking care of you in your elderly years. So you have to cultivate them and groom them up right so you can get what you're investing in them. Then you'll see Black people move differently about the future. And we have to stop believing that tomorrow not promised to us. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. Tomorrow not promised to you. I'm 35 years old. I guarantee you, not only is you going to hear my voice tomorrow, I'm going to be fucking 36 on the 19th. You're going to hear my voice, well, not on the 19th, but you'll hear my voice on the 16th. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow is promised to you. Stop thinking that tomorrow is not promised to you. Tomorrow is promised to you. So now that you know tomorrow's promised to you, understand that you got to move right and exact today. You got to make sure you're making the right moves today. You got to make sure you're doing the right things today so you can better your future tomorrow. Because if you keep believing that tomorrow's not promised to you, that's why you keep making dumbass decisions right now, short-term decisions right now. Because you keep thinking tomorrow ain't going to come.
Yeah, you're going to live like you got 24 hours to live. You're going to live just like that, just like that song.
Just like that song back in the day. Now, here you go. If you got 24 hours to live, what would you do, right? The whole shit. Now, you never heard nobody say, if I had 24 hours to live, I'd go to sleep at 8 o'clock so I could wake up early in the morning. No. Everybody who's like, they got 24 hours to live, say, I'm going to run up in the bank.
It's over.
Our girl, because they know I'm going now. So it's like, I can't take this back. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like tomorrow's not promised, you're supposed to be, if tomorrow not promised to me, I'm going to tell my son, go upstairs early to go to sleep. No, I'm going to be like, stay up with me. I might not see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't know if tomorrow's going to be here. I'm not going to go to sleep till 12 o'clock. Once I should say 1 o'clock, or if 12 o'clock is when the time changes over, then I'm going to say, okay, I made it to tomorrow. Now I'm going to go to sleep. I'm just going to have 4 hours of sleep and wake up and get ready to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's stupid. You are going to live tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? And now that you understand you're going to live tomorrow, understand that $100, if you don't spend it, tomorrow you'll have it. And if you don't spend it then, you'll have it tomorrow too. And even if you save off 10, you'll still have 90. But you'll make it to your paycheck, and you'll have an extra 90 on top of whatever you already getting. And that'll really help you handle bills and have money left to save again for the next paycheck. That'll keep you out of paycheck to paycheck range. A little sacrificing, a little cutting shit back. You know what I'm saying? Things of this nature. But we have to plan. We got to strategize. You know what I'm saying? We got to, straight up, because time is a motherfucker. That's the most precious shit you have is time.
Right on.
Still got a lot of it. Just like I said. Wait, how old is your son right now, Smoke?
8.
Right. I just figured, he's 16, but I was just 8. So right now he's 8. I'm pretty sure you're looking at your son, you probably can't even imagine him at 16. You see what I'm saying? You can't even imagine him at 16. So it's like, if you really think about it and say to yourself, damn, now that Trump's president, let's say Rasta B's right, and he do get 8 more years. My son's going to be 16, so guess what, Smoke? Instead of you blinking your eyes, and the next thing you know, he's 16, and you're like, where has the time went? Last time I remember, you was 8 years old. Now look at you, boy, you're 16, man. You're ready to drive. No, you already know. I got 8 years to do what it is that I got to do because my son's going to be 16. And when he turns 16, I want to be able to have something to show him as an example or to pass on to him. You see what I'm saying? And if we think like that, think about 8 years is a long time if you're planning for it. But 8 years will go by quick if you just live your life.
Yeah. That's real. That's 100% real right there. Shit just will flow right past you, you know what I'm saying? That shit will flow right past you. And that's what I mean in the sense of urgency. Think of it as you only got limited time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get this done. I gotta get that done. The mind frame, we can't just sit around. You know what I'm saying? Do your best. Give it your all.
Word up, word up, word up. But shit, man, you get ready to shut this shit down and do the Twitter. The Twitter in Black America 7. That's the Twitter. Facebook is in Black America. The YouTube, you can just type in Black America Radio and or in Black America Radio. You'll see that fist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe. Share the show on the Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You can share the show on the Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? So I can get some of this good information and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Close it out, sir.